What is up, YouTubers? For the franchise guy, coming at you again with a brand new episode of Madden 20, My Career, featuring Chance Bishop. Starting episode off with setting our goal, aggressive goal, 10 receiving touchdowns. Yes, count it, 10 receiving touchdowns. That's apparently aggressive. Taking on the Ravens of all teams. Start this episode off, coming off a perfect season in which we won the Super Bowl, had a perfect season 16-0, won the Super Bowl too. So a perfect 19-0. But look at this brand new stadium. What? I did not know they did that in Madden Micro. I didn't realize that they actually updated the stadiums, or they had new stadiums that the teams would do on their own. That's actually pretty awesome right there. That we have a new stadium though. It's actually really cool to think about. That we are be playing in new stadiums at some point. That whatever the stadium is, it's no longer whatever the old stadium was called, but it is a stadium. It is a brand new stadium, and that is really wild. Like, I literally did not realize it the first time, we loaded into it. Take a look at Mark Andrews right here. He's good. Not as good as Chance Bishop, though. But did not realize it right away when we got into it, but I didn't realize like maybe an episode or two later, I realized hey, that's not the right stadium. It says we're at home right here, but that's not the right stadium. And it turned out, yeah, no, it is. Which pretty cool. We do end up winning this game 27-7 right there. We do have a touchdown and a catch on the day. Not too shabby for your Pittsburgh Steelers. Mason Rudolph's still the quarterback of choice right there. And now moving to the next game, taking on Jimmy Garoppolo, as long as he's still there, and the San Francisco 49ers. 49ers, Nick Bosa, brother Joey Bosa, openly said that he wants to sign with the Niners. He wants to play with his brother. Like, can you imagine that D-line to have Nick and Joey Bosa both on it? That D-line would be disgusting. Like, hands down, that D-line would probably be the best singular D-line in the league. As long as you have a competent defensive tackle, that D-line would by far be the singular best D-line in the league. Number 44 right there, that's not Kittle. Is that Kittle or is that Juszczyk? Juszczyk? I don't know. I don't know what his name is. I can't pronounce it properly. But that is besides the point, though, as the main people we're going to be focusing on is your Pittsburgh Steelers. Your defending Super Bowl champions at their James Conner last week, 24 carries, 163 rushing yards, and 2 tutties. All right, James Conner looking to break all rushing records this year, it looks like, as you check right there. All right, Chance Bishop lining up right here. 3 minutes in for the first quarter. There we go. Pushing off some defenders right there. Bishop catches it on the run. Can we make it in? And yeah, baby. We will, in fact, make it in right there. It's going to be a touchdown. Of course, Chance Bishop gets the touchdown right there. Him and Juju celebrate in the end zone. Gets the replay of that. Mason Rudolph. Pressure was on. Outruns number 23 and 47 right there. And just cuts across. Juju Smith just kind of throws a little bit of a chip block in there, just slow him down. And we do end up with the victory right there. 21-7, 75 passing yards, 191 rushing yards. So, I mean, hey, you might not outpass them, but we will definitely outrush them. We don't really need to, air the ball out every time. We're gonna get 16 touchdowns hopefully this season, guaranteed, maybe more or less, I guess. But the real thing to compete for is, in fact, this. Can we go up there, throw me the ball, I'll come down with it, and you guys can just watch me run it in for touchdowns after touchdowns after touchdowns. That seems like to be the mainstay of what's about to happen right here. Take on the Bengals, another AFC rival of your Pittsburgh Steelers. And can you keep this winning streak going? Can we? Is that a possibility? Will it really? Can we really keep this winning streak going? If we keep this winning streak going, we can move to 3-0 on the season with 3 touchdowns on 3 catches. I think that would be one of the greatest things I've ever seen. I think it would. In 3 games, we have 3 catches for a couple hundred yards. I think what we had 75, 75. But last week, James Conner 19 carries, 192 rushing yards, and 2 touchdowns. So Conner getting the bulk of all the rushes right there. Hopefully he doesn't burn out too quickly right now. But number 16 is the quarterback for the Bengals. And now on the 43-yard line, Bishop lines up. Going to have a choppy get off the block right there. Going to be down at the 5 though. So not quite 16 on 16 on 16. 16 games, 16 catches, 16 touchdowns. We do have to have an extra catch right here. Bishop goes out wide, cuts back in, finds the empty spot in the middle of the end zone, and will be down for the touchdown. It's his second catch of the game, his first touchdown. Unfortunately, the streak is over. That perfect season where we would have had, 16 catches in 16 games with 16 touchdowns. What? It's a great thing to think of. I mean, he's not gonna be a PPR god, but hey, he'll guarantee you what 7 points off of 75 yards. He'll guarantee you 6 points off a touchdown. He's like what a 15-point player. If you have any bonuses for long catches, you'll get every bonus proc right there for passes longer than 50 yards. So yeah, it's all right. Chance Bishop has his way in fantasy. He's no longer that first round talent. He's more of like a I don't know what he is now. He's more of a who knows? Who even knows what he is right now? He's like a fourth round, fifth round pick now in fantasy. But back at home now in this pretty dope stadium, I really do like the stadium. I don't understand why Pittsburgh, stadium, an area that can get really cold, chooses to have the open roof effect right there. I'm pretty sure they should have gone with the dome right there. I mean, I get it. Weather is entirely part of football. That's what football is based off of. That there's always supposed to be weather, and the domes aren't real football, and certain places, but certain places also could definitely use like a dome. Like Las Vegas, they're gonna need a dome. The Rams are gonna need a dome. Jacksonville, those Florida teams should definitely all have domes because in Florida it rains a lot. It's really hot, really humid, and I'm pretty sure people don't want to be out there seeing all that humidity trying to watch a football game. I'm pretty sure they want to have a nice relaxing day, enjoy themselves. I guess. I mean, if you're watching the Bucks, I don't think you can have a relaxing, enjoyable day. I don't think that's actually possible. But last week, see James Conner just short of 200 yards, 199 yards though on 22 carries. So something we have to think of that can we get James Conner over the mound of 200 yards? And can Bishop right there get over the mound of getting only 1 catch for 1 touchdown? Because so far last week he had 2, and Chance Bishop had 29 receiving yards right there. So not quite that 75 from those first 2 games where he's got in the first play of the game. But did pretty well for himself right there. 75 passing yards for the Steelers, 179 rushing yards. But if you guys did like this episode, make sure to like, comment, subscribe. If you guys missed any episodes, check the playlist down below. Text YouTube. Peace out, rock on, and stay super classy, I guess.